this is part 4 of the Sandship, and in this part we're gonna free
strong start there, Red.
free the skipper's crew. Wow, and they'll actually give us the key to let us get into the captain's room to get the big key as well.
And what made me mad, like when we later on get to this captain's room, like one thing that made me really upset about this dungeon, and there weren't very many.
No, not many.
Is that like the captain's room, like didn't really feel like a captain's room when we get there later on.
Yeah, and I get that maybe it's just like the whole time thing, but
like where do you sleep? Just like right there, like in the middle of the floor.
I guess.
But here we go again with these. We got cowards now. First, their captain was a coward. Then we find out that these guys are cowards here in a little while.
I mean, I guess they learned from the skipper. Right?
Yeah, it's like when they say like we're going to help you or we want to help you.
Yeah.
And then as you can tell, I'm not reading what they're saying right now as they're talking.
Well, they say they want to help you, but all they do is give you a key and run.
Yeah, and run. They're like, oh, you got this, you got this.
Yeah, but it is so annoying. Like you keep freeing these people, and it's a recurring theme in Zelda games.
Yeah.
These people, like, their way of showing gratitude is like, we're just gonna get out of your way.
Yeah. We don't want to interfere in your whole Triforce of Courage business that's going on here.
Like, he even says, you look like you can handle yourself. I'm like, come on, man.
And we're not that old right here. Like, maybe we're like a teenager.
I'd say so, yeah. I also had to laugh, though, the whole time that we're, like, standing here freeing these prisoners. That guard in the top right corner just has his back turned to us the whole time.
I don't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. It's like that, I don't know what those things are called. Robots, I guess we'll just call them. But it's like he bribed them or something.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, there's going to be some guy coming here in a little while to save me. Here's $100, 100 rupees.
Just let it happen.
Here's a silver rupee. Just go ahead and take it. Hey, we didn't see nothing.
We loaded up on some silver rupees in the last part.
We did.
I mean, and it's like, I think the door to that cage was still covered in electricity, so I'm not sure what the guard could have done anyway. But it's still funny to just see.
We're saying he has an electric weapon, and they are electricity running through their bodies, right?
It looks like it.
So would that hurt him or not hurt him at all? That's the question.
If he would have tried to stop us, we'd have found out.
Yeah, that's true, but he didn't.
No,
I wonder if you can like attract his attention somehow, like right there.
So go swing your sword against the bar.
I'm sure if you like shot an arrow at him, you would attract his attention and he would come after you. But
I would think, but we'll never know.
Yeah,
we'll never know. What I do like now that we did get that key from that prisoner, though, is we're going to go to a different part of the interior of the ship here in a few minutes that we hadn't been to before.
I really don't feel like in this dungeon we spend enough time. I call it the back part of the ship. Like, I didn't feel like we spent enough time there. Like, we spent a lot of time in that front area, but just not enough in the back.
It takes takes a long time to finally get to the key to where you can get back there. And you're right, we pretty much don't spend much time back there at all.
And I love this place right here. I know we mentioned the view, like, 20,000 times in this commentary series, but like the ship being a little bit lower right there, it gets you kind of like closer to the water.
Yep.
And you get like kind of just a better view of that water and the visuals like kind of underneath it.
And I know we didn't really put together a video series or anything for like the Sand Sea. But man, not yet, but we love that area, the entire lead up to this dungeon. So anytime that we get back out there and see that ocean, it really just it looks great.
You know now that if we make a video on the Sand Sea, we're going to come back and redo this part.
What are our odds of doing it? But make a note of it at the 3-minute mark.
Mark out this where we say nothing about or something about not doing the Sand Sea.
Yeah, let's mute it for 10 seconds.
How about those sails right there, though, man? Those look so cool. And, like, just the little details of how they made this ship look like it was actually like in ruins.
Yeah,
which is just amazing.
And I love like when you hit the crystal and you see that like the color just going up and the sails just disappear.
Yeah,
into that tattered ruins that they ended up becoming. I think looked great.
Now, one thing I kind of like about this area right here is we kind of like have a whole front and back of the ship.
Yeah,
and it's something very small, but I love how this first room was just laid out differently. So it made it feel very differently. Like if we would have went in. We had like a big room with a save statue and like one staircase going downstairs. We felt like the same thing, but just a different layout made it feel really different.
Plus, we actually get some different enemies in here. We get the beam, or not Beamos. What are they called?
We do have Beamos. Actually, this might be the first time we've seen Beamos in this dungeon. I'm not really sure.
I think it is.
I think you're right.
We've definitely seen them earlier in the game.
But
I don't think we'd seen them. So
I think you are right on that.
So they do a good job of differentiating the front end of the ship from the back end.
You know what's funny now? Is this a bigger? Okay, that kind of does look like a bigger opening. Because I was going to say the light on the floor right there looked like it's a lot bigger right there. I was like, I wondered the opening. I didn't remember the opening being that much bigger, but now right here, I had a rough time find that time shift stone, didn't
I was gonna say the opening might be bigger, but it didn't make your finding your shot any easier.
This is red playing right now.
Right. But it is kind of a scary sight, right? When you hit that though, and you've got an enemy right next to you in the BMOs ready to come at you too. It's just, or I think they're.
Yeah, those BMOs. So if you get far back enough, now you have the bow, you can shoot them from a. No, just forget. That was like one of the worst timing things ever, man.
I mean, you're absolutely right.
Now I'm demonstrating it. Man, the timing could not have been any worse for that.
I mean, getting that bow, because before the only way we could beat them was to run up and do the sideways slash into their middle parts and knock them down. Now at least you can get, like you said, safely out of range. Well, try to get safely out of range, and just shoot them right in the eye with the bow, which you see us do to a few more of them.
Now I don't understand how the whole physics right here work, because that little opening's like on the very bottom of the floor looks like, and Link's shooting from like his mid body.
I know.
So like you would think there'd be no way to hit that target through there.
Maybe it skipped. Well,
I was not a physics major either, so
I guess once you get closer to it, it looks like it's a bigger opening.
Yeah, well, there's and it is on a little bit of a ledge, but it still looks like it's very, very low, I guess.
I agree. Maybe it just took a bounce off the ground and hit the target.
Man, I tell you what, though, if you don't do this right here, like, I mean, if you go into this next room and you have like 3 BMOs shooting at you from all different directions, I mean, that can become quite crazy.
Because you can't line up your shot like that. If the BMOs hits you, it takes you out of that first-person view, doesn't it?
It does. Now you can go up to him and hit him with your sword.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Again, praying you don't get zapped by the rest of
them.
them.
At the same time, this is not a game where you really die that much. So
no, definitely
it's not really a big problem either.
And this is the captain quarters that Hick was mentioning a little earlier. It's like...
It doesn't look like captain's quarters. I want to see like a bed.
Yeah, a desk.
Desk, like a big old map. A map that maybe you can read like something like, I don't know, some clue to find treasure somewhere else.
Just something, anything. And I
this
thought...
dungeon sucks.
We're done. We're done. And I mentioned earlier I thought it might be because of the time thing, but we're in the past when it should all be good and current.
Yeah,
So there's no excuse.
We have the squid carving right here, which is like, it's actually kind of weird because like it's a key that has suction cups on it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make a lot of sense because you would think if you're trying to put that in a keyhole,
it either won't go in,
or it won't go in, or like won't go out. And that sounds like some issue I've had before. But
speak for yourself, Hick. Speak for yourself.
We are 2 guys playing Zelda. We see it. We'll see you later.
Yes. I will say though, I agree like with the logic, but I love the look of that key.
It does look cool.
I think and it fits the dungeon. I mean, all the keys kind of do.
Say it fits the keyhole.
I mean, I've said some pretty common sense stuff on here before.
I was just waiting for you didn't say it.
It fits the keyhole. But I just love that it does fit the dungeon, like just the theme. And I just think it's probably, in my opinion, the best looking of the big keys that we get. And I know it's a very little.
I really like the one Ancient Cistern. Like one is a lot easier, but like kind of like the flower and like the gold and the purple. Yeah, I kind of like that one too.
I love how they mix just in this game in general. Every dungeon key, even though I kind of hated trying to get it lined up, every dungeon key.
I actually thought that was a fun part of the game.
Oh man, I about gave myself what do you call it, carpal tunnel.
Now there's been a couple of our commentary series where you've seen like a little transition go through the whole boss key opening, but I did actually enjoy that. It's kind of just something a little different.
Yeah. I will say, I got a laugh out of like just seeing Link sit down in that chair, look at the camera, kind of mind his business, let his heart slowly fill up. Like that must be one of those massaging chairs.
Yeah, I did like that they added that concept. It made it easier, like to fill up on hearts.
It
obviously,
really did.
Somewhere in the dungeon or outside or wherever it was.
It's nice to get that little boost every now and then, even though you only needed 4 hearts, I think. But it's still nice to get that little boost.
And they didn't have fairies in this game either, did they? It was only potions, right?
There were, but it was very, or at least I think so. You mentioned back in one of our previous parts if you drew a Triforce, the fairy.
Oh, that's right. You're right. But like they don't like show up in the game too often.
There weren't like fairy fountains and things like that we regularly saw.
I think they had potions. I don't know which one it was, but I think one of the potions might have filled your hearts up all the way.
I think you had to upgrade it. I think you could buy like the base potion and then you upgraded it.
Which I didn't go on a bug collecting spree, so it's probably not something that I did.
I'm pretty sure I didn't upgrade more than 1 or 2 items the entire time.
No, that's true. That's true. Now, kind of back here to like where we first like came to in the beginning of the dungeon, and I don't know about this product right here. I wish the boss room, I guess you could call it, would have been like kind of on the other side of the ship.
Back in the back
back in the back that we had not spent much time in. I don't know, just something. It was kind of cool coming back to where you started.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish the boss entrance would be on the other side because we just didn't spend that much time there.
I guess it kind of came full circle because back in the very first part, Fee was like, hey, this door looks really important. And obviously it turns out it is. But I agree with you. It's like, it was nice to kind of come back full circle, but there was an entire backside of the ship that
kind of looks like an IU symbol, by the way.
Yes, it does.
Represent Hoosiers right there.
Go Hoosiers. Our fine viewers and followers know we're Indiana boys.
Yep.
But now that we've got the boss key into the door, this finishes part 4 of the Sandship.